Hey you guys, it is Gigi with Invite the Light coming to you with another reading. This one here is for Prince Charles. We actually learned this morning as the royal family announced that he had to come down with the coronavirus COVID-19. So he is in good spirits. He seems to be in fine health, it's reported. So I've been guided that it's okay to actually do this reading without being crazy disrespectful. If I see something that I think is crazy, then I will probably not want to talk about it. But for the most part, I think everything is overall and in general okay um, to talk about. So Prince Charles had been, protecting himself from this in ways that he was told to. I think um, but this virus, it's so contagious. It's so contagious, and there's a chance that he may not have even caught it like standing next to somebody. I mean, a chance that he actually was just like in open air, and it just kind of blew feet away from other people or whatever. But I do tell you, and doctors actually have said this stuff, this virus is airborne, and I don't know why they keep just telling us to wash our hands, because it's fucking airborne and people are breathing it in and they're catching it. And even the doctor on Red Table Talk yesterday had said this is an airborne virus. So basically, finding out the right kind of mask and making it at home so that you don't deplete the stores of it. And there are plenty of YouTube videos to do so. Might help with that. I also do want to, while I'm talking, I might as well say this as well. No one is taking care of the people who are stuck with working with the mass public and mass, like going to the grocery store. There are people who are checking people out, and they're dealing with people, probably 50 people to 200 people an hour. They're in an open air area. And it's just not a healthy situation. And though, even though people are staying home, they go out once a week to go to the grocery store, and then they're getting exposed because the cashier has been exposed. So the stupid things and the thoughtless things that we're not doing, like those holes in the boat that are not being really addressed, is just a little bit too much. That should be sensible. And I hope that they're doing this in New York. I imagine that they are, even though it's been the hardest hit in the US at least. Excuse me. That's not the virus. It does sound like a dry cough. It's not funny, but alrighty. Then something is in my throat. Okay, so what we have here is that behind the scenes, I think, I was saying before, this is my second video on this. Prince Charles is actually quite disappointed in the information that he received. He followed what he was supposed to do, and he feels like he caught everything anyway. He wasn't shaking hands. I saw that. And in fact, he was one of the first people that was brought out where he was seen doing the namaste um, prayer pose, let's say. It's not a pose, a prayer pose in yoga, maybe. Um, yeah, so I think he's really a bit disappointed in that. There's something else there that I just lost. I hate when it happens. So they're looking at everything, I think his faith in like the doctors and stuff like that, as well. That he's going to have to turn around and rely on doctors now when he felt misled in the first place. I think is a challenge for him personally. Um, there's also this discussion, it feels like in the world of maybe the World Health Organization, or just the way this has been handled globally by the global authorities of highly contagious diseases and things like that. This feels like a real letdown. the leadership in England handling this also feels like a real letdown for him. I don't want to start anything, but I'm just reading the cards. So let's just say cards are for entertainment purposes only. Though this is not entertaining information, but this is, speculative content is what I call it. What I personally call it, and that's my personal coin phrase. So if I go seeing other readers using that phrase, I'm gonna be annoyed. All right. So first, not the first time things have been copied off of. All right. So I think he did say he had mild signs, but it's kind of showing here that there might, there were just kind of mild signs here and there, nothing really big, like a lingering something. And, but he just kind of tried to, press on. And he may have also had like some pain, like some sort of like random pains in the chest area and stuff like this, but I feel like he was like really ignoring everything, and there may have been something actually that actually sort of happened to make him finally just go ahead and say, "All right, I'm gonna go ahead." I know he's actually been ridiculously busy. I think a little bit more so than any other time. So the time for him to actually get this virus like this, it's also distressing because he may be feeling like, "My God, I don't know who I was, could I have infected someone?" He also had a meeting with the queen. I do think they're like in it's not funny, but I think they're like in the castle now, wherever I keep saying castle, but yeah, I think Windsor Castle. Yeah, I think they're like cleaning down, scrubbing down everything, spraying stuff, but mostly scrubbing everything like crazy. Um the queen, she takes no chances. And she's been lately showing up as an empress, which is really, really interesting because she usually shows up as an emperor. So there's this other conversation about her moving away from her duties, which she's done a lot of by showing me, even in the last week, showing up as an empress as opposed to the emperor, which she always, always shows up at in almost every single reading I've ever had from day one, shows up as the emperor or the Queen of Swords, which I thought I saw in here. Didn't I see the Queen of Swords? Okay, so um, there's that. I think that there's this thing about how long he had the virus because I think that there's a chance as well that Megan might be pregnant. I'm not sure if they fully know for sure if she is or not, but they're concerned about having spread it over in that way and also toward Archie. So, now there's this worry as well. Let me just see something here. Camilla has tested negative for it. I don't know why I kind of get this hit that she sort of eats well. Doesn't look like it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying like well, that's the hit I'm getting. And this, I think she has a lot to say about the way that they will be having future meetings and discussions. And I think that I think for her, Camilla, you know, um, she's wiped out about this, herself. She's really wiped out about it. And um, I feel like she's seen Charles in a very vulnerable position somehow that she has never seen him before. Although he's relatively composed, it's not like that, but she's seen something in his reaction. She's seen that knows he's quite worried. So she's trying to hold space for that, but she's exhausted behind the scenes, kind of not being able to know, having this separation from him. Um, and I think that she's really, this may be for her the first time that she really has something to say about the way that they are exposed to the public, and something about even changing the way that they're exposed to the public. She doesn't ever really say too much, if from what I could tell. But I definitely think, there's that. And then there may be even a little bit, a couple of angry kind of words, or you face red, kind of, that kind of thing under the surface, but you can see it, like, really, really, upset over this. I think they're going to be okay, though. But right now, I mean, right now, the queen takes certain really good measures behind the scenes. It's like, it's like a war, like a true war zone. Not like this shit they've been claiming they've been going to war on. They haven't been going to war on shit. Had this been, honestly, had this approach to the disease been at war, like against Hitler or something like that, everybody would be imprisoned. Like, or against Napoleon, everybody would be down, because this is no damn war. They have people out here walking around, they just telling you fucking wash your hands, knowing this shit is airborne. It is highly and super contagious. The president is of the United States is playing around, saying it's a hoax, sending us back, do it, saying the masks are coming, folks. And um nothing has happened. I've seen Jack Bone shit. They said they were getting 10,000 respirators. Which, what the hell is 10,000 respirators going to do for the entire United States? We have 47 between yesterday at like 4 p.m. and 3 p.m. The number went up 3,000. We had 44,000, over 44,000, and then like a couple hours later, it was over 47,000. So people are still not fully tested. Nobody knows. People are running around here, playing around. Um, they're talking about the kids playing around, but it's just as much the senior people out there still riding their bikes, still in clusters, still at the pool, and the pools and things like that, and the hotter climates and stuff like that had to be shut down. But the seniors are still walking around like this is a joke. It is not just the kids. To quote someone else as well, and what I've personally observed, it is not just the kids. Seniors and other people are walking around thinking this is a joke, and it's not. Um, Prince Charles, I think I wanted to be careful and not like talk about his condition, in order to not be disrespectful or anything like that. And I think I kind of went through this the other day, feeling really weird when I was going to do the reading on Idris Elba, who also contracted the virus. Um, I believe, based on these cards, Prince Charles may not know this, but he is like halfway through the stage of this. So he didn't have any, his symptoms are mild, but he's like halfway through it. And they're gonna, I believe, I wonder how. Somehow, he's just gonna be doing like a lot of immune blockade things. I think this is even more just home stuff, just staying isolated, not infecting, ordering the staff who come around him to have masks on, everything. Because the queen takes sorry, no the queen takes all precautions. So that damn castle, I tell you, I would not want the job, because I've been to Windsor Castle. The ceilings are super high. Like in some areas, they're probably like 80 to 200 feet, something between those two. Like I see her like having those damn walls scrubbed. everything like outside sprayed, everything sterilized. Like she is not playing. So I mean, there's a lot of work for the staff. Everyone, everyone is like in a frenzy and stuff like that. But Prince Charles, she may have him. I don't know where he is, but she may decide to have him out there with her. Oh no, 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 no! I forgot. They're in I was gonna say no, no, no. He's on some kind of island or something, but no, no, no. He's actually in Scotland. Um, so they're out in Balmoral, so he's gonna actually be able to go outside as well because they have such a big estate. So I mean, nature tends to help people anyway. But in any case, how I see it for him based on these cards, but we are not. I'm advising everyone not to um, just to take this as speculative content, but it looks like he's gonna get over this. He's gonna pull through and he's gonna be okay. And I don't think it's gonna be he may experience some extreme fatigue and a couple days of really feeling but I think, he's already like on top of it with just, quarantining himself, not reinfecting and not sharing germs with other people so his body can simply focus on this. I think he's resting. I think he's eating right. I don't know why I see him trying to eat some dairy. Don't do that, please. Um, just really, the family has a lot to say. I feel like Megan, I feel like Megan is like advising him on green drinks and, vegan diet and all of that. I don't know why that comes out, but it's hilarious. And like because it is going to help, it's like everything that I was saying the other day. So I just see her kind of lending that just a tad bit, and, in a quick couple of sentences and then kind of backing off because she's been like, you know, and yeah, it seems to me they're going to get this under control. And Camilla's going to try to take care of him as best she can, but she knows also as well. I think she's going to ditch the quarantine and just go take care of him. That's what I think. So, yeah, guys, that for now. I'm gonna head over to the extended version here, and I'm going to go over like what's next for them because the queen is actually, the queen is actually, and here goes. This is I believe they're going to be fine based on these cards. I believe they're going to be fine. And they may even make up like with Harry or just stop whatever was going on last week, like the pettiness of it all and stuff. And I feel like they would like get on a Skype call and once everything died down, all of the stuff and stuff like that, the things, because of course they don't want to, and compromise William's children and Kate's children, or any of the other family members, obviously either. But yeah, I think that they're going to do, after this, they'll do some kind of family picture or some kind of postcard all together saying hello to Harry and Meghan and send it to them, or like a Skype call. Definitely. Harry might run back to London. He may be on his way there now. Actually, I think he's on his way. I think, I'll have to ask about that, but I'll see and I'll re-verify that in my extended video. All right, you guys. Enjoy. And I will see you guys on the extended. All right. So just put prayers out for them. But I think overall I think it's gonna be fine for them. All right. Thank you.